Welcome to this video. uh, Guys, in this video we're gonna create two methods, that is the push method and the pop method. So the push method going to be used to add elements into our list, and then the pop method going to be used to remove elements from our list using the index of the list. So if you're familiar with the stack data type, we know that our stack data structure is used to access elements from the top of our list, that is either inserting elements at the top of our list or removing elements from the top of our list. So let's get right into it. So I've already created a class, the stack class, and then in this class we're going to create uh, two methods within this class that are going to be used to add and remove. So in the stack, if you're familiar with the stack terminology, you know that the method for adding elements to our list or our array is the push method, and the method that is used to remove elements or items from our list or array list is the pop method. So there are also built-in functions or built-in methods in Java or in some other programming languages, the Python. Most programming languages, they have built-in function for the stack data types, including the pop and the push. But then for this tutorial, we're going to do it manually so you can know what's happening within the background of the built-in methods that you use, or you yourself can have the idea of constructing your own or stack data type structure and methods that you can use in some simple operations that you may have. So this is just an implementation for educational purposes. So I came across this question where in school where you are told to create an application that remove vehicles from every manufacturing plant. So the main manufacturing plant manufacture the vehicles, and then sending every station. In every station, one vehicle is packed from the list. So there are three stations. So the goal is before reaching the last station, which is the third station, our list should be empty. So the third station literally should have no vehicle, right? So the first station you want to pack the first element, second station you pack the third, pack, and then by the time before you reach the third station, there should be an empty list. So before reaching the first station, you're going to pack one. Before reaching the second station, you're going to pack the second, and then before reaching the third, you're going to pack. So that's it. So let's get right into it. So firstly, we're going to create a variable. We're going to create a variable that's going to be used. So we're going to create a method. We're going to create a method that's going to be used to push our items into our list. So we call that method push, right? So after creating our push method, we go to create another void, another method of string type pop. And this pop method now going to be used to remove elements from our list. As we said, we want to learn how to push and pop elements from our list. So as you can see, this pop method is being created, and then we'll create a string type pop method, and then we say manufacture vehicles that get manufacture vehicle that remove whatever index number that we will have. So we are using the size of the list to give us the size of the total list, and then remove the recently added item. So we use minus one. Minus one give us the recently added item into the list. So it gave us the top, in short, the top of the list is on the left is 0. So now we have access to the last item that's pushed into the list by subtracting minus one, right? Subtracting one from the list. So that's minus one. So minus one is the index of the last item added. So we use manufacturer vehicle that remove, and then remove manufacturer vehicle size, remove the index. Now we continue our function to return our top, and then we move on. So we can perform our what we want to do there. Okay. Then firstly, we move back to create a string method. To create a string method that's going to be used to convert the objects, because as you saw up there we use list. So using list, and then on type string, the variable that manufacture vehicles is going to be created as an object in array list, right? So that object, in order to print that object, we have to convert it to string. So now we perform this operation where you see populate string to string, and then we convert it to string, return, and convert it to string with this operation, so that our object can be printed out. So you also have to look at this. You can do it manually, or there are also built-in functions in Java to help you out to convert to string. So you can do that, but here we want to do it manually so you can have the idea and the logic. Or else when you print it out, you might have just some byte values. You might not have the total, the actual value that's being passed within manufacturer vehicles as a variable. So you have to convert the string, and then after converting the string, yeah, you can move to our next operation to create our string class. Sorry, to create our main class. To go now, let's head over to our package and create our next class for our let's create our main class where we can now run our application. So we have created the start class, and in the start class we have two main methods that is used there. That is the push method that is used to add item to our list, and the pop method that is used to remove item from our list. And then we have to string to convert our object from the manufacturer vehicle variable to string, so that when we print it, we can see the item that is being printed. So car assembly line. So as we said, the question for this implementation asks us uh, to create a program that is used to insert and remove cars from our application, from our list. And the aim is we have the aim is to remove our vehicles at every station. So the vehicle is manufactured from the manufacturing plant, and then after inserting three vehicles where we have three indexes, and then uh, we remove one vehicle before reaching the next plant. So there are three plants. Before leaving the manufacturing plant, we pop one vehicle from our list. Before reaching the second manufacturing plant or the second station, we pop another vehicle from our list. Then before reaching the third, we pop another vehicle from our list, because the goal is to have an empty list by the time we arrive at the last station for inspection. So that was the question. So we are going to go through that. Pretty It's pretty simple. Let's go through that now. Okay, so next we create a car object. We create a car object to push into the stack. So we are putting three objects into our stack. So now, after putting these objects into our stack, we will now have to pack them from our stack one by one, and then that will give us the implementation we want to see, that we are inserting using the push method that we built, that is used to add item to our list. So now we are using the push method to add item to our car object that is being created. And then now we're going to also use our pop method that was created earlier to remove those objects. So here we are trying to print out new line of output. We're just trying to give some space, to have some nice spacing of our work, so that we can have some easier means of reading through and some clean code. So when our project is run, we can have some cleaner output and space in between our output. So now we pop our first object. So always remember that whenever you call the method pop, because we use size minus one, which is the index, so the size gave us the length of the list minus one. So minus one meaning that we are removing the lastly added item into our list because the stack. So the top of the list will be accessed by removing the recently added item, that is -1 index. So each time you pop, you want to remove one item from the top of your list, because that's how you implement a stack. Because a stack use the LIFO method, right? Last in, first out. So whatever that was inserted, so you can see as we just added our last object was Toyota Corolla. So when we pop out, the first object to be removed from our list will be Toyota Corolla, and then the second object to be removed from our list will be Toyota 4Runner, and then the last object to be removed from our list will be Toyota Camry. So basically, that's just the stack implementation. Pretty much, we're just going to try to run our code. So now, okay, one thing, let's try to have some cleaner code. Let's try to insert also uh, one print statement that will give us reference of the stations that that is of the station that each car object going to be popped out. We can see the stations for that, maybe first station, second station, and the last station. So we're just going to create one printout statement to display that function, and then we'll do station 1. So at station 1 we pop out the item added at the top of our stack, and then we print out the car object. So we print out cars, and then that will show us the value of what we have left in our in our cars uh, in our cars objects, to know what is being left. And we move next to our second station. We do the same, and then we print out our car object. So that we can know what is being left in. So when we print out car, we'll have the value. So first, once we print out station 1, we will only have 2 items. Station 2 will have 1 item, and station 3 will give us an empty list or empty array. So we're going to have no object, which was the goal of this program, removing items from the top of our list, that is using the LIFO or infrastructure, the LIFO technique that's mostly used by economists or accountants. That's last in, first out. So stack, in short, stack data type is last in and first out. So what element that is entered last is the first to be removed from our list. So this is the implementation, and you can use this, you can build on it, uh, and you can share with your friends. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Happy coding.